Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas History Roundup for November 17th. In 1828, Joseph Vliet received his third grant, this one to settle 100 families in an area between the Old San Antonio Road on the north and the Gulf Coast. His three grants allowed for settling 600 families, but Vliet had insufficient capital to pursue colonization. As a result, his grants and the grants of David G. Burnett and Lorenzo de Zavala were transferred to the Galveston Bay and Texas Land Company in October of 1830. In 1835, Ohioans began raising funds to procure 2 cannons for Texas after Francis Smith convinced the people of Cincinnati to aid the cause of Texas Revolution. These 2 cannons were dubbed the Twin Sisters when they reached Texas in April 1836. In 1882, the cornerstone of the west wing of the main building at UT Austin of Texas was laid during a ceremony at which Ashbel Smith, the president of the Board of Regents, offered poetically, quote, "Smite the rock with the rod of knowledge, and fountains of unstinted wealth will gush forth." UT Austin formally opened the new building on September 15, 1883. In 1913, the first train rolled into Fredericksburg on the recently completed San Antonio, Fredericksburg, and Northern Railway, and a 3-day celebration followed. Rail service greatly decreased Fredericksburg's insularity. The railroad was reorganized as the Fredericksburg and Northern in 1917 and remained in operation until 1942, when it became a victim of better roads and widespread ownership of automobiles. And finally, in 1940, John J. McCloskey, professional baseball organizer and father of the Texas League, died in Kentucky, where he was born. McCloskey's 50-year baseball career began in Louisville in 1882 and continued across the country as he played, coached, and organized professional baseball much of his time in Texas. In 1888, he organized the Texas League and managed the Austin team. And in 1889, he managed the Houston team to the league pennant. He managed the St. Louis Cardinals from 1906 to 1908 and from 1914 to 1917. Helped in organizing the Rio Grande League, where he managed El Paso in 1915. He's a member of the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. All right, that was your Texas History Roundup for November 17th. Thanks so much for listening. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. All right, you take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.